What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ango Show. My name is Ango, and today we got a big one. We are talking about original WrestleMania 41 plans leaked on WWE Unreal. Also, we got to take a look at the first look at the WWE SummerSlam stage, and yes, we are going to talk about it because I know it is a very big thing. WWE is headed back to Japan. What does that mean? Let's talk about it. And as always, if you guys want more videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button. This way you never miss a video on the channel. I want to kick things off first and foremost with WWE Unreal. Now, this is the original card for WrestleMania 41, and as you could tell, this looks absolutely stacked, but it goes to show you how much changed from WWE's original plans. And it's so funny because what often happens on this channel is I like to fantasy book, and if you go back and watch some of those videos, this is some of the stuff that we were talking about, which is crazy to think about. But WWE originally had plans for Cody Rhodes, and John Cena. And obviously, we also had Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Then we also have CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then we have Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, a 10-person mixed tag team match between the Wyatt Six and the Judgment Day. We also have the WWE Women's Championship between Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. We also had Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair competing for the tag titles against Io Sky and Asuka. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio. Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the special guest referee. Like, holy shit, that would have been insane. And then, of course, Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable, probably more than likely El Grande Americano, right? And then the IC ladder match, which would have been Jey Uso versus Damian Priest versus Sami Zayn versus Sheamus versus Bronson Reed versus Ludwig Kaiser. And then a US ladder match, LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa, Escobar, Carmelo Hayes, Shinsuke Nakamura. And then, of course, yeah, I mean, like, this would have been obviously a really, really big deal. This card was sick, bro. Like, this original card that they had was honestly incredible. And these are the kind of tidbits that you get with watching WWE Unreal on Netflix. I know a lot of people are saying the show is killing the business, but I don't believe that to be the case. I actually believe WWE is working people with this show because it's a way to face the to change the narrative on things or whatever it may be. So I do believe the show is a work, but it's just really crazy to see this card, bro. Like, this card is super stacked. Clearly, WWE had some big plans. Those ladder matches would have been amazing. I like the idea of Bianca Belair, having won the Royal Rumble and going up against Ripley, instead of Charlotte. Charlotte and Becky Lynch being tag team partners, going for the tag titles was something I've heavily fantasy booked. Just really dope. That brings us to our next topic. This is the first look at the WWE SummerSlam stage, and as of right now, you can tell they got something big in the works, and throughout the next few days, I'm sure we're going to get more updates on this, but it is very clear WWE is doing something massively different here with SummerSlam. Now, one of the things that often gets talked about is that SummerSlam is the WrestleMania of the summer. That's something that I've heard WWE kind of approach it as internally as a company, but also fans on social media have mentioned this several times. Now, WWE is not doing those little ass stages for the show. It is very clear they have a very big custom stage being built for this event, which is absolutely massive. And I think that is a fantastic idea. And here's the truth. SummerSlam tickets have been doing wonderful. WWE has killed it when it comes to the build for SummerSlam. There's a lot of excitement, therefore it shows in the ticket sales, which is awesome. Can't be mad about that whatsoever. However, if you want to make SummerSlam feel like WrestleMania, I hate to say this, it's all about the visuals. And so WWE doing a big stage is very appropriate and very necessary. I don't mind the simplistic, simple, very small stages. I don't mind that at all. But if you want SummerSlam to be viewed as the WrestleMania summer event, you need to do a big stage on the scale of WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Because all these other pay-per-views are getting small-ass stage designs. But then when WWE goes to Saudi Arabia, they have this massive, massive stage, and that stage is used for SmackDown and Crown Jewel, and, it's really dope to see. So the fact is, we need that being applied to SummerSlam, and that's why I'm so happy about this. Now, if you look at the image, the stage is huge, probably going to be a lot of big LED boards, whatever it may be, but the stage itself is very big. And I don't think, based on the image here, I don't think it's going to be a very, very long ramp, which tells me we might get like a very tall stage. And then, of course, pyro and outdoor stadium and things of that nature. Obviously, that's all going to take into effect. But of course, when you look at the stage design, this is probably going to be a masterpiece. TKO has done a really good job. Honestly, I'll give them their props. I think with WrestleMania, the stage and everything that they've done a really good job of like presentation with the drone shots. Those are things that you all have to consider, you know, and I think if you don't consider those things, that's a problem. You have to consider those things. This to me tells me WWE, not only do they have good ticket sales, great ticket sales, really, but they're going to make this event feel much bigger than it is. And that's an important thing. There's actually a lot of people, including myself, who believe SummerSlam might blow WrestleMania out of the water, which ideally would be amazing for WWE because it is the first ever 2-night SummerSlam. You want to do this every year. That's the way to make it happen, realistically. Go all out. And that brings us to our final topic, ladies and gentlemen. WWE Super Show Japan has been officially announced Friday, October 17th, Saturday, October 18th. WWE is doing the Super Show in Japan. There's a couple things that you guys need to keep in mind because it appears WWE has some things potentially in the works here. And with them, with these plans, it's important to mention that nothing is yet finalized. As of right now, WWE is advertising the New Day, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Gunther, Finn Balor, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso. As of right now, there is no confirmation, but there is a belief that WWE will, in fact, have some talent from Marigold or Pro Wrestling Noah involved at the Super Show in Japan, which makes a lot of sense. Obviously, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, both coming from Japan, both being part of the Bullet Club. It makes a lot of sense for them to be there. Logan Paul is not advertised for this event. I think you guys all kind of know why for that. But the thing is, WWE, while they haven't announced this to be, you know, like a pay-per-view or anything like that, there is a belief that WWE will get footage for this event. There's also some rumors that WWE may be broadcasting this. Now, where it gets broadcasted will be interesting because WWE currently in Japan is broadcasted through ABEMA TV, which is where Pro Wrestling Noah is also broadcasted. And you're able to watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT pay-per-views on the ABEMA TV and TV app. So the thing is with WWE, there is this belief that this event or these 2 nights could actually be streamed. WWE just did the Super Show in Mexico. Now they're doing the Super Show in Japan. This is going to be a constant trend for WWE as they continue to travel internationally. Very big deal. WWE also made it very clear this is the last time they're going to Japan in 2025. So they obviously have some very big plans here. And if they are smart, they would bring Omos because Omos killed it in Pro Wrestling Noah. So just keep that in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep you updated along the way every single day for pro wrestling. Make sure you click subscribe.